Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Pipe Report. So, look what we have in the New York Times. They have an article saying Kim Jong-un's sister turns on the charm, taking Pence's spotlight. And it's not just them. I read some comments and some other articles, I think on Twitter too, a few comments that Pence is just as bad as Trump because Pence did not smile at all during the opening ceremonies. He's a disgusting human being. He must get it from Trump, blah, blah, blah. And of course, the corporate media is tagging along here. They are now officially supporting North Korea. They're supporting the resolution, or rather the current resolution between South Korea and North Korea. North Korea has made a historic move here. They're in actually South Korea right now for the Olympic Games. They're in the country of their enemy they've had for decades. And they are in that country. Their leaders met. They shook hands. They had a diplomatic meeting. They tried to work on a resolution. And the only thing you don't hear any praise from this. You don't hear it from the Young Turks, which I brought them up for a reason, but you don't hear it from the Young Turks. You don't hear it from the corporate media. Nothing. It's only, ooh, the good North Koreans now, the lovely Kim Jong-un's sister, and the evil Donald Trump and evil America. They try to attack Donald Trump for wanting to do a military parade. They say it's bellicose of him and it's dictatorial of him, and he's trying to basically give the illusion that he is a tyrant, that he is in control of the whole military, that everyone should bow down to him. It's completely nonsensical. There's nothing wrong with wanting a military parade, because a parade isn't to celebrate the people. Parade is for celebrating what is being paraded, which is the military. Now, I'll have to double check if paraded is a word. If not, I apologize. But, yeah, we should want to support our troops. We should want to praise them, applaud them. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're using that as Donald Trump is dictatorial. Now, back to the Young Turks. So, this whole historic moment where North Korea is in South Korea, and we've seen that North Korean leaders and South Korean leaders actually met, they shook hands. People in the comment section of the Young Turks YouTube channel were all saying Trump had nothing to do with this. This was Obama. Trump had nothing to do with this. And, well, you can't really say that, because whether you like it or not, Donald Trump was the president during this historic reunion. He was the president, and he did put pressure on North Korea. And Kim Jong-un, he probably hears all the time from the corporate left how crazy Donald Trump is and how Donald Trump is going to nuke the whole world, that there's a running joke that Kim Jong-un was actually afraid of Donald Trump. He's afraid that Trump would actually destroy North Korea. Now, it won't happen at all. Trump cannot unilaterally release nukes. He can proactively release nukes, but he needs the support from the Secretary of Defense. It's called a two-man rule. It exists. People are like, oh, he has nuclear codes. He's going to blow us all up. He can't. He can't do it. He needs an approval from General Mattis. And there's no way Secretary Mattis is going to approve a proactive nuclear strike unless it's absolutely essential. He is too much of a pro for that. Whether you like him or not, he has a large amount of experience in the military. And he doesn't do things just willy-nilly. He will have a reason. But the people in the Young Turks comment section, and the Young Turks too, they just can't have Donald Trump having a victory. They can't. They got to basically say it's another reason. That the reason they came together, this historic meeting, was because of Obama's actions. It was because of long overdue tensions that are finally starting to be relinquished. But I think most people see for what it is. Donald Trump may not have everything to do with it, but he did have something to do with it. And praising Kim Jong-un's sister, whose brother is a complete lunatic, whose brother actually kills his own family members, who killed his brother-in-law, who killed his uncle, who kills whomever he considers a threat. And a threat to him is anyone that looks at him funny. Praising the sister of him and trying to make her out as this Mother Teresa figure, this goddess. It's just, where did this come from? It came out of left field. And they're doing it basically to take the public's awareness off the fact that we have two countries that completely hate each other, that have hated each other for years, working together in unison, in confluence at the Olympic Games. They're taking that away, and instead they're focusing on Kim Jong-un's sister. That she being there is the main story, and not that North Korea is there because of help from Donald Trump. And the South Korean president actually said Donald Trump was partly responsible for this reconciliation. He did say that. So sorry, Young Turks, and sorry, Young Turk fans. You cannot make those warrantless claims unless you can back it up. And since you can't back it up, you should stop making claims. This is a good thing. New York Times, I'm sorry, you just got to give it up. I was going to say, lastly here, that I don't recall ever reading a pro-Trump New York Times article, but I think that's wrong. I think I did a couple weeks ago. If not pro-Trump, definitely pro-Trump administration. So the ratio might not be 100% anti-Trump to 0% Trump. It might actually be like 99 to 1 now instead. So that's progress. That is progress. But yeah, it's amazing that people still take the New York Times seriously. It's amazing people still buy this newspaper. So if you guys ever, I cannot stress this enough, if you are ever reporting on a New York Times article, do not give them money. Do not give them ad revenue. Archive the article. Use the archived article instead in your video monologues. It's not that hard to do. I do have a video tutorial on how to archive websites. I highly recommend it. Do not give these clowns any more money because they are anti-American. They are. They really are. And it's not just me saying that. It's not conjecture on my part. Just go on the New York Times website and read all of the articles they put out. It is amazing how much they hate this country. They hate this country until they love it. And they only love it when they get who they want in office. Someone who cares about them. Someone who feeds them inside stories. Who doesn't denounce them on a daily basis like Trump does. They hate this man, and by default they hate America. Or at least they're acting like they hate America. And that is called yellow journalism. And I'm done.